Hello everyone, my name is Sara Lindell.
I am here to talk to you about a timeless childhood story that may be older than all of us sitting in this room. It is important to relate to this story when you're getting too ahead of yourself and start making careless mistakes. Like myself, I'm sure we've all read this story. There's much more to the childhood story, The Tortoise and the Hare, than I realized. And today I'm going to talk to you about the moral of the story and how it might relate to you. Although some of you may know the story, I'll go ahead and tell it anyways. The story begins with a hare, a quick-footed rabbit whose ego was bigger than himself. He constantly picked on the tortoise for his slow stride. One day, the tortoise challenged him to a race, claiming that he could beat the hare. Without hesitation, the hare confidently accepted, thinking that the tortoise could never beat him in a race. At the start of the race, the tortoise and the hare started together. When the gun shot off, the hare sped off and left the tortoise in the dust. As the race went on, the hare thought he was so far ahead of the tortoise that he could lay down and have a nap. The tortoise, keeping the same steady pace the entire race, ended up passing the hare and beating him in the race. Slow and steady won the tortoise that race. Now, who in here is a bad test taker? Maybe you clam up and forget some important material on the test. Me too. Test taking can be really difficult for me. The only thing I can think about is getting the test over with, so I fly through the material because I'm so anxious for it to be over with. However, this ended up leaving me with unpleasing grades and leaving me feeling discouraged. My first math test, I went in confident, like the hare, and I sped through the test thinking I knew the material and everything was going to be okay. But when I got my test results back, I wasn't as happy as I thought I was going to be. Recently, I had another math test, and I started down the same path, maybe clamming up, and thought I was so confident. But then I took a step back and took a deep breath and went over all the material, read through every question to make sure I didn't miss anything. I took the entire hour and 15 minutes to complete my test, and I ended up with better results. The story of the tortoise and the hare shows us that doing things quickly and carelessly may end up hurting us rather than helping us. It is important to remember that some things in life just need a little bit more time. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my speech.